Let's go. Easing that. What's up, people? My name's Ivan Mility, and this is the Mandem podcast for the Mandem. Easing that, easing that, easing that, easing that. Because last week I didn't drop technical difficulties, but don't worry. You'll have an episode this week. I'm back, people, and I'm not gonna disappoint you. Easing that, easing that for the Mandem and that, So now, today, we're gonna be talking about animes and shows, but not only anime. We're also gonna be playing a game called Lies, but that's later on in the pod after the debate. So now I'm gonna introduce you to my friend, aka the moderator, Guillermo. You know, Guillermo, introduce yourself.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Guillermo, but you can call me Gil. I'm also the Otaku Collective. That is my channel, of which I haven't been on in quite some time. I've taken a break off of that, but I've got plenty of videos on there. I've done streams as well. You'll find the live VODs on there. Mostly what I do is unboxings, pretty much nerd crap and whatnot. I mean, as you could tell from the channel name, the Otaku Collective, mostly anime related stuff, mainly Pokemon because I do collect the cards. So if you're into that, you can go ahead and check out the channel on YouTube and on Rumble. So yeah, let's go ahead. Ivan, what do you got?
Ooh, Rumble, I could tell you collect stuff because I have Funko Pops myself. I have a couple right here. Give me 5 seconds. Let me
All
show
right.
you.
I got control of the channel for 5 seconds. All right, everybody. Now,
My Funko Pop right here from
mhm.
Ted Lasso. From Ted
Alrighty.
Lasso. His name's Danny
Oh, okay.
Hake. I collect Funko Pops too. We could
What's
relate
he?
too.
What's his character from?
Ted Lasso, it's a very famous soccer show where he
Oh,
moved to
okay.
England. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. He's from
Oh,
the
okay.
show takes
I've
place
seen.
in England, but he's an American. He was a NF college football coach. Hang on.
Okay.
A college football coach who traveled to England to coach soccer, which is a totally different sport from
Do you
American football.
How often do you collect these? I mean, do you got a
I
sizable
have
collection, or do you even try collecting? I mean, I know in times like this right now, it's kind of hard because that goes back to my channel. One of the reasons I stopped with the channel and all that stuff is because this collecting is expensive. You know, it's nice to have all these things, but uh, uh, with the time right now, economy and whatnot, probably not the best time to be throwing around money on collectibles and all that. But I mean, I don't know how you're handling that yourself. You're still collecting, or what's up?
I only have right now my other collectible. I think I have to go look for it, but I have two. I have two from the show, Ted Lasso. My brother has a Goku one from Dragon Ball Super, and he has a Naruto one as well from Naruto Shippuden.
All right.
These Funko Pops are pretty, nice, and they're inspiring. The reason why I got Danny Hake right here, because
Mm-hmm.
he's inspiring. He reminds me of myself. I love football or soccer, as you guys say here in the US. I'm not American. Always remember that.
Yeah, you said you're originally from where, the Caribbean, right? What was
Yeah,
that?
Dominica, not Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay, Dominica, right? And you've
You
been
know,
there what? How long? Like, for how long were you there? Like, what age did you leave?
I left there 16 when I was 16.
16. Yeah, and you
Yeah.
came directly to where we're from, right? Remember, don't dox yourself for other people. But I mean, you did you move to our town
Hell yes, Guillermo.
first thing?
Of
I know you moved
course.
there, but I mean, like, is that your first stop? Is that where you went when you moved?
Nah, Guillermo. Nah, let me tell the man them. Let me tell the man them. You
All
put me
right.
on the spot, Guillermo. No, Guillermo. I think it was a Tuesday I left Dominica, September 3rd or
Mm-hmm.
4th. September 3rd or 4th, 2014. And, man them, easing that. You get it to know me, easing that. It was a September 2014. In September 2014, but 3rd or 4th. This year makes 11 years. So I can't remember if it was on a Tuesday or Wednesday. But I took the plane from Dominica, landed in Barbados to the international airport because my country don't have an international airport. So I had to land in Barbados for a couple hours, stayed in after
No,
from Barbados.
no banana boat, right?
No,
No banana.
nah, that's
It
wrong.
was a plane.
No
Okay, I
Drake in that.
gotcha.
No Drake in that. No Drake in that. No Drake, no Diddy. No Drake, no Diddy. No Drake, no Diddy. I can't backslide for the man them. You don't want me to backslide for the man them, Guillermo?
Yeah, I'm not Caribbean, so I'm not fully understanding what you're saying, bro.
No
But all
Drake in
right,
that.
I
You
gotcha.
ain't that. I'm from the Caribbean. We ain't in that shit. Fucking hell. Holy shit, Guillermo. We
That's
not
not.
play. We not play that way. Batty boy thing
What's up?
that. We not play Batty boy thing.
By the way, you might want to turn on the echo cancellation on your side. because I can hear myself once I start to get a little louder.
Okay.
It says I haven't used this software myself. I normally use Streamlabs, but it seems like if you're not wearing headphones, that echo cancellation thing is what you're gonna want to use.
Oh, I turned off it won't turn off right now.
That is what it is. But all right.
But are you?
So you went to Barbados, all right? That's where you
Mhm.
landed, and from there you went to the States, right?
Yes, Florida, Miami.
Okay. And then I guess from Miami you went to Texas, right?
No, New York for a couple
New York.
days.
Couple days.
Yeah,
So
for
what
like
was
2 days, 3 days, if I can remember. I was 16, if I can remember. That was like 2014. 2, 3 days.
But yeah, I guess you bounced to two other states first, and then you came down.
Yeah, bro, Miami
Came
is
down west.
beautiful, bro. Trust me. Spend the day in
Oh, I'm
Miami.
sure it's got to have something. I mean, that's what Miami's known for, right? That
The women,
beautiful
bro. The
beaches. I
women.
mean, if
The women,
Grand
bro.
Theft Auto Vice City is anything to go off of, then
Nah, Miami is
Miami's
beautiful,
quite
bro.
a
The women.
beautiful place.
The women, bro. The women. You know
I'm
what I
sure.
mean?
I hear a lot about that Miami
The women in
Miami females down there.
you know,
How about
the
the
women.
Well, how long did you live there? I mean, how's the weather over there?
Miami
Yeah.
or Dominica?
Yeah, the weather's not exactly great.
Bro, think of South
But I
Texas
mean, you're
during the
from
winter
Dominica.
time. Yeah. Bro, it's summer every day.
Is the weather there? Is it too different from the Dominica?
It's very different because tell you why, bro. It's one weather. It's basically summer every day. It's hot, hot, but a healthy hot because we have trees over there. We have trees over there,
What, in
and then
Dominica?
after, yeah, Dominica.
Mhm.
In Texas, that's totally different heat, bro. I couldn't breathe.
Well, yeah, it's it gets really freaking humid over here, man. Right now, the weather's pretty dry. A lot of wind going on right now, but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
bro, I couldn't breathe.
that Texas
Hella
weather that
mosquito
gets
biting
anybody
me
who
and
comes
that.
to visit this place, man. Yeah, it gets people.
But I rather
You know-
Texas weather.
It's funny, yeah. That it's funny because you'd always get somebody from up north saying like making fun because when the Texans can't handle the freezes and whatnot. But I mean, then it gets flipped whenever they get heat waves and then they can't handle that, and it is what it is. Every place is built for a certain type of situation. You know, you can't expect it to
That is
be
true though.
just perfect
That
on
is
all
true though.
levels.
Let me tell you
know?
something, right, Guillermo? Yeah, but listen to this, right? Listen to this. Let me tell you, right? I rather the Texas weather and the Texas heat than living in New York. Why do you think? Because Guillermo, you know me for years now, right? Why do you think I take my vacations in January to come to Texas in
Yeah,
January?
that's
Because
that's
it's
the
the best.
coldest
Because it's the
time
best
in New
time.
York. Is it?
It's coldest
Well-
time in New York.
Well, that's also the coldest time in Texas too, but I guess to someone in New York, it's
Nah.
not that bad.
That's like
that bad
once
at
in
all.
in like every 3, 5 years for Texas people. But
Well, I
you
mean,
know,
it's kind of
Guillermo,
been like that lately. It's kind of been
True.
like that lately, though.
true. But you know, Guillermo, we have to get started on that.
All right.
Let's get started on the show and that, you know.
Mhm.
So you're gonna show me a stream of the animes,
All right, right. So here's what I
you
was
know?
thinking. All
Let's
right,
get started.
I'm gonna show.
But anyway,
Here's what I was thinking. Or you can take it or leave it. We'll be showing each other our favorite clips, right? Our favorite moments. We'll give
yes.
some comments. We'll talk back and forth on that, and then we'll move on to the
Hell
next
yeah,
person.
debate is gonna be debatable on that. Man them and that, man them. We all know you like anime. We all know the man them like anime. Don't hide it.
It's very pop culture these days, man. Back in the day, it was just freaking nerds and whatnot. The
Bro, they used to beat us
otakus or
if
the
we
weebs.
get caught watching anime. They used to
Everyone's a
beat us and
freaking
make
weeb
fun of
these days.
us. Bro,
Yeah.
but nowadays, you see a bunch of hella bandwagons on that.
There's
Hella bandwagons on dusty nerds and that.
yeah, and it's the weirdest thing, man. And it's like you get some people who still use that insult against somebody, but it's like there's no way you don't watch it because everyone watches it now. You can't really
That is
insult
true.
someone for it anymore these days. But all right, I'm
True,
gonna show
but
you
want
this
to know
first.
what I realized before
Huh?
you share the stream? Why do anime fans nowadays look like virgins?
Didn't they? I don't know. Like when I was younger, I didn't really go out to these the cons and whatnot. And I mean, when we were
Okay.
younger, internet was not what it is now.
True. And
Like,
anime
I know I
wasn't
met-
a
I
thing
know-
10, 15 years ago. Wasn't that
Well,
big 10, 15 years ago.
No, it wasn't that big. I mean, it's been around since maybe 70s, definitely 80s.
Yeah.
But when we were younger, we I know I look like I'm in 20s, 20 something or whatever it is, but I'm over 30. And when
Yeah,
we were
we're in
younger, the internet
30s.
was not the same.
Nope.
So you don't really
Nope.
know these communities or anything unless you try to look. But now you see everybody and all that. And I think because these days everybody is just really getting into vices, dude. Everything is a vice now. They're taking
True.
too much of like as what they say, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. And then people
Yeah,
are
bad
just
thing. Yeah,
ingesting entertainment a little too much. There's less people going out and whatnot, and fandoms and pop culture and all that kind of just become life. It seems like.
but you know what you know what I realized when we were
Mm.
growing up watching anime back in the early 2000s, we had quality animes. You know, for
They
example, we had like anime actually had quality and they were more unique. For example, Naruto was
uh,
unique, Yu-Gi-Oh was unique. These were 90s animes that transcended in the 2000s. If we look at it,
mm,
Naruto was unique, Yu-Gi-Oh was unique, Dragon Ball Z was unique, Bleach was unique, One Piece back when I was in primary school. Well, in
mm.
Dominica we say primary, not elementary. When I was in
All
primary
right.
school, because Dominica is we go by a British system, so it's primary school. When I was in primary school, I used to love watching One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know, before 2010s, I used to love watching One Piece. You know, when a young Luffy. This one anime had quality, and back then, you never heard of School Rumble?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that one was fun.
no.
I really enjoyed
I
that one.
know. That anime will get canceled today.
Damn.
That
Man,
shit will
speaking
get
of, I have a
canceled
clip from
today.
that I want to share, but
No, don't share it.
eventually. Not
Nah.
yet.
School
I don't
Rumble.
know. Well,
I gotta rewatch it to bring back the memories, bro. School Rumble was fun, bro. These
well,
anime
I
fans,
haven't seen
they don't
that
know
since I
about
was
that.
younger myself.
Bro, when I ask these anime fans nowadays, have you ever heard of
Mhm.
School Rumble? They be like, nah. Well, I was like, wait, what? What year were you born? As soon as they tell me they just got on into anime, I was like, nah, 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 nah. Bro, in the 2000 School Rumble. What else? School Rumble. You had Gundam.
Yeah,
You
that
had
was
that
good.
boxing anime.
Which one was that?
Hajime or something like that.
I haven't seen that one. The one I did see was, God dang, dude. I'd have to look back on my lists, but the mech something, Mecha Boxing or something like that.
Yes.
Megalobox.
Megalobox,
That
something
one.
like that. I think I know what you're talking
That
about.
was a good
That
one.
used to be a good anime. Good anime.
Yeah, that one was
Yes.
good. But
Yeah.
all right, I'll go ahead and
Let's get
start.
started
We'll go
then.
ahead.
We
So,
actually took
I
15 minutes to start.
eh, this isn't my first stream, man. So I'll try. You know what I'm saying? I'll try my best. It has been quite some time. So let me go ahead and share the screen. Hopefully, freaking
Share,
copyright
Dragon.
doesn't catch us
Which clip you gonna share?
because.
Tell me what anime you're gonna share.
All right. This is the one I was showing you earlier. I don't know. Wait, this isn't it. This isn't the one. This is the one. And yes, look, I know people got the stuff between subs and dubs. Sometimes I think a dub is just better for me. The Dragon Ball series is that one for me. Say what you will
Go
about
ahead,
the
man.
voice actors, but I really like
Yeah.
the English dub. Okay, let's see.
But again, we'll look at this growing up. We didn't watch Dragon Ball Z in the dub. In the
Trust
sub.
me.
The art in Z was amazing.
I remember that episode.
Let me know if it's a little too loud. I mean, I don't know if you have control
Just
of that
wait.
volume,
Nah, leave it like that.
Bro, and this.
but to get real. This freaking scene just gets me so hyped. It doesn't matter how many times I see it.
Bro. Bro.
No, stop it, go.
You can
The reason
pause
I
it now.
paused it for one reason is because I've been hit putting this video in one of my videos at one point, right?
So pause it. Let's just
So I want to pause
now.
it and make a comment, right? And then just keep playing so that way you don't get hit, all right?
Bro,
But,
let's look at anime back then, bro. Look at the quality, bro. Look at that moment, bro. Just look,
That-
bro. That's one of my favorite, look, bro. Bro, growing up, bro, like, bro, I remember that episode, bro, because that was
Uh-huh.
episodes after Vegeta fought Fat Boo,
Uh-huh.
Majin Buu Fat,
The Majin
the
Saga.
fat one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vegeta did final
The Buu Saga.
explosion, blew up himself, bro. Sad scenes. And you see, the thing about that episode is that Goku just came from heaven and that, you know.
Oh yeah.
And the thing about Fat Boo is that he was under Babidi's control and, he was misunderstood. He was turning people into candy and that, sweets and that, pause. But and the
All
thing
right,
is,
let's go ahead
Goku was
and. All
fighting.
right. Yeah.
Goku was fighting him, right? Remember that episode? Goku was fighting him.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean, well, it's not in this clip because that's just going straight to the rest of the video. This is just a
Yeah,
transformation. Let's
yeah. It's not in
go
this
ahead and
clip.
get
Unreal.
You can go ahead and pause it now. Man them,
Is
man
that what you
them,
said?
man them, man them. Let me tell you about this scene, man them. Like this. Man them, I love Dragon Ball Z and that, man them. Even when I go to the gym sometime. But game, I go to the gym and I put on some Goku Dragon Ball Z vids. The thing about that scene right back then,
Uh-huh.
it was catchy, bro. Because every time Goku charges up to do Super Saiyan, people copy it. And in that scene, right, that episode, right, he turned into Super Saiyan 3. How long is the clip you're gonna show? Like 4 minutes or something?
Yeah,
What
that's
that
the thing
show?
about that's the thing about freaking Dragon Ball. I get it. That's one of the criticisms with Dragon Ball. Not every anime is perfect, but the criticism is like it freaking takes too long for something that takes like just a moment. Like even this right here,
But
it takes almost 5 minutes for a
true,
transformation.
but let me say this, right? And I remember that episode, right? Goku had to go Super Saiyan 3 in order to take on, to match Majin Buu, the fat one, Majin Buu fat. He had to, because he was just too powerful. You know what I mean? And
And
the moment everybody was like, wait, Goku could surpass Super Saiyan 2? Nobody knew Goku had that power. You know what I mean?
yeah, you
Did
hit
you
that.
believe at that time Goku had that power?
I mean, well,
Did-
we know that's just how it is, man. He he'll have to eventually get a new form and all that. Who knows what his next form is? I think they put something out
True,
on
but
a teaser or something.
True, but the thing about that moment, right? Super Saiyan 3, I was like, nah, Goku's a fucking badass boy. When I see
Well,
that.
that's,
And I
well, see, the
remember the
reason
man them when
that
I was little.
uh-huh.
Hang on, let me finish this real quick. And I remember
Uh,
when I was a little kid back in Dominica, and the man them was watching it. And then man them was like, what? Goku Super Saiyan 3 fucking bad. That's what we used to say, Guillermo, back home. It was fucking bad. Charge up after Super Saiyan 2. Earth fucking shaking. The earth is fucking shaking, Guillermo. You know what I fucking mean?
uh-huh.
You know, and
You know,
you know,
you know what that reminds me
that
of?
I'll tell you.
Let me put something here real quick.
Dragon Ball Z is one of the most catchiest anime ever. This is one of the most catchiest scene ever. What
Well,
do you think about that scene, Guillermo?
true. So here's the thing. The reason that one's my favorite scene, one, Goku's my favorite character. All right, and two,
Wait, Goku's your favorite
it's just
character?
the music behind it. Like, you hear that music in the background? That music is freaking great. It's hype. It
unreal.
gets you going. It's
How
got
is
that
he
great
generating
guitar
that
riff
much
going.
power?
Like I've even
Do
listened
it,
to
Dad.
this
Too much!
song or whatever it is, like an extended version when I'll be exercising or something like that.
Let me tell you something. When I'm at the gym, pause it real quick. When I'm at the gym, Guillermo, because the reason I play that scene, that's one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z scenes and the most memorable one in Dragon Ball Z. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, you remember that scene like it's nothing. If you're a true anime fan and a Dragon Ball Z fan, because nowadays Dragon Ball Z gets disrespected because people like storytelling and shit. We don't give a fuck. Dragon Ball Z is the greatest anime. It's like Michael Jordan in basketball. You know what I mean,
I mean,
Guillermo? It's like Michael Jordan in
the pl-
basketball. It made
plot
people
may
watch
not be
anime.
plot may not be that deep, but I mean it doesn't have to be so convoluted in order for it to be good. That's the problem with a lot of things nowadays, is that people think a movie or show or whatever has to have so many winding paths, has to be very convoluted, and it doesn't need to be. What they need to do is just go back to a more simplistic premise. Hero
True.
saves princess or whatever the hell. There's not enough of that anymore.
True.
They
Nowadays,
try to.
right, let me say this, right? It's like we say in football. Certain players nowadays, instead of being simple, control the ball, look for the pass, they want to take multiple touches because they want to look fancy for the camera and that. Instead of just playing simple or think they're the best. You need too much touches to make an impact.
All right.
You know, nowadays anime have storytelling. People want to see story. I don't give a fuck about the story. Get to the simple part. Get to what we want to see. Do you agree with that? Or you could disagree if you want to, but
I
that's what
mean,
I like.
the story is important. You got to have a good story, man. But I'm just saying, like, you don't have to get so convoluted to think that you got to makes it something good. Sometimes when you make it too convoluted, it just makes it seem like you're blowing smoke up your own ass. You know, it's that's how a lot of movies are these days, where it's like when they have a simple path where they could take. You know, sometimes the movies that they make or a game that they make or whatever, they're going off of something and it's already made. You know, comic books already written, the show, the manga, the show or whatever, the video game, it's already been done and people like it as it is. So why change it? These people think their ideas are much better than the original source material, and it just ends up looking like crap.
That is
So
and that is true though. And don't get me wrong, I do love a story.
Yeah.
But if it's too much or too convoluted as you see, I don't like it. I just like simple things.
yeah,
Get to the point
get that.
already. Just get to the point. Like for
I mean,
example,
that's
Dragon Ball Z may
yeah.
not have a story, have storytelling, have slight storytelling, but the fight scenes make up for it. What
It's a shonen,
other
you
anime
know.
you're gonna show me? But what other anime?
Okay.
Naruto.
Well, that was
Bleach.
my scene. All right, I showed you my favorite scene. Before I move on to that scene, I just want to show you something. This freaking
Yeah,
reminder.
show me.
Yeah, this dude. How long is this? Freaking 5 minutes.
Right.
I didn't know the video was that long. I wonder if the people in the chat remember this one. This is an old video. If this is the original, this is 12 years ago.
For real?
Here he comes.
He's on that floor.
The freaking music goes down. That's what makes it funny right there. The music just disappears and it's just him yelling. All right. So that's
he
enough from me.
Yeah. Is that him whacking off in that?
Yeah.
He's
already
whacking off.
He's
He
already
already
now.
busted
That's
him.
him finishing right there, dude.
Yeah, he already busted in that.
That's how
Look at-
powerful
Look at
it is.
his face, right? Let me banter this guy for a bit.
It didn't even
Look-
have to
look at
be
him.
inside to get
He
her
put
pregnant,
them
dude.
down.
He shot
True,
that
yeah.
shotgun.
Look at it. I can tell he's going. He went in deep, right? He went in deep. He was thinking about her so much, and he went in deep, and he forgot to use protection, and now he's too wet. Pause.
It's too late. Might as well go all the way. Shoot.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, true.
All right. Now it's your turn. You got one in mind?
Yeah, I got one in mind.
Well, while you look for it, I will say I know a lot of people will tell me this. Akira Toriyama, even though he created it, he didn't really much care for the Super Saiyan 3 transformation. And what I say to that is it doesn't matter to me. It's still my favorite transformation. It's it's probably my favorite scene, favorite soundtrack. And I know Super Saiyan 3, again, not as useful as other transformations because Super Saiyan 3 takes up a lot of energy. It expends more energy than you're able to, and it makes it not as useful, but it doesn't matter. I just think it looks cool, and the first transformation was awesome, so I still really like it.
True.
It's like
We're gonna
and
create a good
they
debate
brought it
about
back
this,
in-
right?
and Daima. Now I don't know if you're familiar with that. Are you familiar with that, Ivan? Brother, your freaking camera's frozen.
I know Daima.
For me, dude, like your camera's frozen. Okay, yeah. I haven't. I only saw the first episode. I haven't because I've been anime and weeb culture, whatever it is. Yeah, I can see it. Fine. I haven't been a weeb or not talk time since I stopped streaming. But you get older and more responsibilities and all that stuff. I got work mostly in trend and all that. But yeah, I haven't really been into the anime and all that stuff lately. Stopped collecting stuff before. But yeah, you're good. Where's your you got the video or what?
Hang on, right? Where did it go?
Shoot, man, to share or is it your
Okay, I see you.
I mean, I'm fine on my end.
I think it's my computer. To share I'm gonna make you
Oh,
see it
here's
from
the
my
thing.
phone instead. Guillermo.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we'll continue this Guillermo Night with a part 2. Catch me on Instagram, L_Hafiz 767, my TikTok, Ivan Hafiz, my Facebook, Ivan Hafiz Mility, and watch this on my YouTube, Ivan Mility. This has been an episode of For the Mandem. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Anyways, thank you very much. Mandem out. Ease in that.